yardage, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Klubnik. Going for the big play. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
At the 15, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
A strike downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knowles.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He unleashes a long one. Holds it in on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Knowles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Sure hands, it's McCoy. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell in.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's McCoy. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Touchdown
Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Shoots his way for more. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but
there he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Complete to the right. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Unleashes one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the tailback. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson ready to dial in some ball plays. They got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Tosses it incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows.
Nah, I'm a punt, man. This shit locked up. That's why I hit
Going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Touchdown, Tiger! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Hawk, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a... for the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl rate.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
On the ground, it's Lucas. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And the Knowles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock, but two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the back. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going right and going deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after a short return, but what a play to get the football back. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They want that clock to run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. They'll ride Davis here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He lets one fly deep. Reels it in down the left side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback...
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert.
No, you could put the same pants you had on today. Put the same pants and shirt you had on today.
What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah. He said trash. Oh, okay. You outside? What? What's wrong? You're hot. No, Buffy. That boy not need no treatment. Sorry. You got water? What the water? In the fridge? Boy, if you don't get that water, sit down. I don't want to drink that water.
In fact, I'm not even sure they were the best team on the field today, but they found a way to win a ball game where they probably didn't deserve to necessarily. But as you said, coming back from multiple deficits, making big plays, playing a style of game that they don't necessarily want to be a part of. The offensive line struggled at times. Give credit to Tennessee. That defense was getting after them and stuff. They stood in there, made some throws, and guys made plays when they needed to. But this was definitely a championship program that found a way to win late.
It's gonna, and you're gonna hear people criticize the defense because the yards and the points they gave up to Tennessee. But Tennessee, 224 yards in the first quarter, 272 the last three quarters. So the Georgia defense did start to stand up over the majority of that football game.
Well, you mentioned that first. Joey Aguilar was 14 of 14, 213 yards, 2 touchdowns in that first quarter. The way Georgia had to make Tennessee play, they wanted to take away the run game. Tennessee did a fantastic job running the football. It was obvious very early that the onus was going to be on the defensive backfield for Georgia to stand to these wide receivers. They faltered at times, but in the clutch, they made things happen. And for Joey Aguilar, he played a tremendous game. I mean, one of the interceptions, the receiver falls down. Yeah, it's a fortuitous interception by Georgia. It wasn't the quarterback's fault.
Yeah, I would say, again, not only is this a beneficial trade to Tennessee, but they found a guy that everybody seems to rally around, too, on the field. Just him coming back and making play after play. We'd be remiss not to talk about Chris Brazzell, too. Massive game today, 6 receptions, 177 yards and 3 touchdowns for the ball.
All right. After the game, a 9th straight win for Georgia over Tennessee. Kirby Smart chatting with them.
Overtime to win this game.
This is bad. Tennessee deserved to win this game. We didn't play our best game. I got a lot of respect for the way they played. But these kids I got, man, they never quit. They never quit. A lot of naysayers out there about Gunner. I thought he played his tail out today. He played real well defensively. Give Tennessee a lot of credit.
Your offensive line, though, made a statement. You used to play tough physical offense and really push the ball downfield. How did you do that?
Jace.
Well, we believed in running the ball. We thought we could run the ball in the second half. We wanted to come out and run the ball. We had some drives in there that I wish we had back. We kind of didn't do anything with them. But we never quit. And defensively, we didn't play very good, but we never quit. And this guy right here never quit. I'm proud of this team.
Thank you, Coach. Governor, first SEC road game, and it's a win, and how satisfying is this?
It's awesome. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. It was loud. Came in, I was getting some stuff. Didn't play the best we wanted, but for the day we won.
How do you describe your running backs and the physicality of your line today? They win this game in overtime.
Yeah, they're good as good. There's multiple drives. They're running, they're imposing their will and just giving all they had, you know. But these are how much we practice for and three miles.
Thank you so much.
It's a big win for Georgia there. Now, let's go to the game we just saw here. Texas against Utah. A slow start for Texas. Eventually, they put it away. I think if you're a Texas fan, you continue to watch this, you're asking yourself, are we going to be good enough offensively? Are we good enough in the pass game? What do you think when you watch that?
Well, they're certainly not good enough in the pass game right now. And Sark talked about that at halftime. They've got to get better play out of the quarterback position. The inaccuracy, 11 of 25 today for Arch Manning. Still continues to make brutal interceptions at the wrong times. So it just doesn't look like he's comfortable. They've got to find some rhythm, and you can't develop rhythm unless you're converting third downs, and they just have not done a very good job of that football this year.
Yeah, there was a point in time in that game where Arch had 10 straight incomplete. And some of those were receivers, probably when you watch the film, receivers may have been a little off. His throws could have been inaccurate, but any time there's difficulty on offense, it's usually not just the quarterback, or they start getting out of the quarterback. His offensive line, his pressure, his wide receivers and tight ends, everybody plays a part in that. But it's just the inconsistency for the Texas team that's playing at home against UTEP. You'd love to see them come out and play a clean game, and it just wasn't happening. Over the last couple of weeks, you look at last week and say, wow, kind of an offensive explosion, but there were some problems there. They bounced back after that Ohio State game, but there's still a lot to be desired offensively. Now, the defense, I think, is tremendous. Lucky they have a game. You're exactly right.
And Houston next week, then a bye before they go to Gainesville. So they've got a couple of weeks to try to get things in a better place before that long stretch of conference games gets going for them. Meanwhile, right now, Arkansas, Omega Blake, 30 yards from Taylon Green, tied the game against Ole Miss. Austin Simmons not playing in this game. At least didn't start with an ankle injury there. Florida LSU just getting underway. LSU has the football first, but the Gators hold them. Now LSU's got a punt. Kentucky up 7-zip on Eastern Michigan in a monsoon in Lexington on ESPNU. Vandy, South Carolina coming up obviously next here. Also, by the way, A&M at Notre Dame getting underway in South Bend, Indiana. Let's start with this one, though. Cedric Alexander, just part of a group of Commodores that I think outside of Diego Pavia may not get enough credit.
Right? There are a ton of weapons around Diego Pavia, and I think most of the time we talk about the quarterback himself, Cedric Alexander, a huge weapon. Eli Stowers, a big weapon for them as well. I think this is much more of a team than we've given Vanderbilt credit for. And that doesn't even account for the defense that we have really has impressed me as I've watched them play over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Nick Harbour, it's been good to see him get more into that wide receiver role, a guy who's big, strong, fast, has some measurables, obviously runs that 10 whatever 100-meter dash or 9 whatever 100-meter dash, got that type of speed. But the next step for somebody like him is route running. It's understanding coverages as a wide receiver. There's more to playing wide receiver than simply running fast and running the ball in the coverages, which he can do. Can he be reliable catching the football? Can he sit in the zones? All those sorts of things he has to do for Lenore Sellers because this offense for South Carolina is really, really strong.
What something he needs to do for Lenore Sellers is protect him, block his football credit. 6 sacks already this season.
You can't count on Bakari Swain to bail you out of every tough game, right? Of every situation.
It's going to be a difficult matchup for that offensive line going up against a defensive front that I think is really talented, underrated, and this entire team. You go through the defensive statistics and the tackles, it really stands out because it's such a team effort defensively.
So we're going to get you out there in a minute. Again, we'll keep you posted. We'll have a lot of updates tonight. Florida, LSU, Ole Miss, Arkansas just ended the first quarter, tied at 7. A&M at Notre Dame. Kentucky is home as well. Big night of football right now. And when it's all over, of course, we've got you for SEC football final. But out to Tom Hart and company we go.
Sorry, thank you. What a game of football. We're playing Rice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina for the SEC opener between the Gamecocks and Commodores. And a couple of shooting stars at quarterback. Lenore Sellers burst on the scene last year. SEC Freshman of the Year. The hopes are high that he can carry Carolina into the playoffs. On the other side, the man who always has the spotlight on him, Mr. Swagger himself, Diego Pavia, feeling another ranked win for the Doors. Welcome to SEC Saturday Night. One round cowboy throw down. Best of the best on me. Who's the tough to the test? They off the ball, I go on the way. Welcome to the start. All the yellow words going around. There takes the sky. Welcome to the start. Welcome to the show. It's the SEC Saturday Night presented by T-Mobile. On the cusp of greatness, a former division rival standing ovation. The unblemished 2-0 starts of the season, and the Gamecocks hold to the home blocker. They feel like they can continue dominating this series. The lights are off and the spotlight is on. He's on the field with our computer. There's not much I can do. You do as a head coach to get performing. That's just doing our job, players and coaches. We know Diego Pavia is the heart and soul of this band of the football team. How did you emphasize that to your club this week? You say he was that team. We got a lot of respect for Clark and his program, but there's quarterbacks that he makes their offense go. He's a quarterback that makes their entire team go. They feed off his energy, his competitive spirit, and we've got to affect the quarterback tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you. Well, Coach, thank you. That was the story of Vandy last year. Atmosphere always fantastic. Here's Tom Hart alongside George Rogers. Mention South Carolina on the cusp of greatness. If they want to reach that, we're going to sharpen the win tonight because 7 of their next 10 opponents are all ranked in the top 25. No doubt. The expectation for this program completely changed last year. They finished just outside the college football playoff, literally by a couple plays in a couple games. This fan base, this locker room expect to be in the playoff this year. It starts with this SEC opener, but really it starts with this offense. Shaking out a little bit of rust, a little bit of a slow start that we saw the first couple weeks. They cannot do that against Vanderbilt, but the expectations really start with Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, Thursday play. Nice because okay, I get there at 11:30. At 1 o'clock, okay, I'm just asking.
Conference freshman of the
One
year
all the way to about 3 o'clock. About 3 o'clock, then I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
They've dominated this series and have won 6 in a row. Sellers led South Carolina to a 9-2 season to your point, and they had that dip. They would have been a playoff team. Then on the other side, there's Daniel Pop. You heard the guys in studio talking about it. You heard Shane Beaver mention it. He's not just the quarterback, he is the program. Good cover of the year last year. That's the win against number 1.
This Vanderbilt team, this Vanderbilt program, this city has a more of a confidence because of Diego Pavia. They have all assimilated to his level of swagger and convincement, the confidence he plays with, the physicality as a runner. Everybody has to match. Diego Pavia brings every single time the whistle blows.
They went on the road and won at Blacksburg. They will face a more intimidating. The toss selected to the birds of Diego Pavia, and Vanderbilt will receive the football to get us started tonight. And this is what they'll have to deal with all night long. Sit back and enjoy this show here in South Carolina.
I got no rain today.
Jameson.
I'll accept it. What's going on? Oh, he wanted to go to the South Carolina State. They go to South Carolina State. Yes. That's what I said. They pay $500 for this. They pay $500. See, colleges do that now. They play the small schools. They don't pay the small schools to play this time.
So still runs some triple option to have the ball in his hands a lot. And then that's got some the dangerous speed pressure for the Gamecocks. And Dylan Stewart.
Yeah.
first down before being run down by Goodline. It's a pickup of 16 to wipe away the first down loss. Well, this is an offense that really wants to play keep away. They are a unicorn when it comes to whatever it is that football does. They slow the pace down. They want to run nice play. They want to milk the clock. They want to win the time of possession. Those number 9. They want to keep the offense okay. It's possible to stay. Because you can stop the right way. Brandon Cisse had the coverage. Brandon Cisse in coverage, but Richardson is step. Kind of looked like he lost the ball in the lights a little bit. He was running, looking up, looking back, trying to trace him. He's going to come down pretty good. The snap It's former teammate and a quarterback competitor, Mexico State, before they hooked up to take advantage of